And now a News Channel exclusive. One of the toughest battlegrounds in the fight against COVID-19 is playing out at senior living facilities. Outbreaks can sweep through, killing dozens of residents. Yet for many seniors, they're at home where they feel safe. So imagine if their insurance company canceled their long-term care coverage in the middle of this pandemic under questionable circumstances. Betty Meyer just turned 101 years old. She's been living happily at the Samarkand retirement community in Santa Barbara for about 10 years. But life took a turn for Meyer in June when her insurance company, Transamerica, sent a letter to her explaining that she no longer met the eligibility requirement. Transamerica had conducted an assessment and now was terminating her long-term care coverage, the monthly benefit that she needs to live at Samarkand.
It's very frightening for all of us.
Ann Meyer, Betty's daughter, wanted to know more about that assessment.
They did not say it was a telephone interview. They said that they sent somebody for an in-person interview. And in May, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Samarkand, the entire facility, was on lockdown and nobody could get in. I haven't been able to see my mother there since March.
The actual wording in the letter reads, an on-site assessment completed on May 8, 2020 by an independent care coordination firm, LTCG, indicates that you are independent with all the activities of daily living. Now, the letter goes on to state that she scored 10 out of 10 in cognitive testing, and based on other factors, Transamerica gave Meyer 2 weeks' notice that it was ending her coverage.
Once she was canceled from her insurance, that just sort of sent her for a loop, and she's totally depressed and, scared, frightened.
Ann Meyer says her mother needs around-the-clock assistance, something that Ann cannot provide because of her job and because she lives upstairs. Ann also says that Samarkand tried to help by filing appeals on her mother's behalf, but that didn't work. So she called the News Channel 3 tip line. We started looking into it, and we had some obvious questions. How did Betty qualify for the coverage 10 years ago, but now at the age of 101, she doesn't qualify? And we had some questions about that on-site assessment. How did somebody get in to assess Betty when nobody is supposed to be allowed inside the facility? We contacted Transamerica and the company that conducted that assessment, and neither one of them wanted to talk to us about it. And they didn't want to talk about why they did this in the middle of a pandemic.
But they obviously know the timing of this.
Oh, they have to, because one, whoever they quote unquote sent to meet my mother couldn't get in.
And to make matters worse, Ann Meyer says Transamerica started billing her mother about $5,700 a month, the full amount for her care at Samarkand.
They turned around and now are billing her. We've cut you off now we're going to bill you.
That's when News Channel 3 got involved and started calling around trying to get answers. Transamerica Life Insurance did not return our phone calls, but a company spokesman did send us an email that reads, quote, "Thank you for contacting us. Due to customer confidentiality, we are unable to provide information to you, but we have reached out to our customer directly to address their concern," end quote. Transamerica did contact Betty Meyer and reversed its decision to terminate her coverage. She gets to stay at Samarkand where she wants to be.
Since you contacted them, and she was reinstated with her insurance, and they actually even paid her for the months that they had her canceled. And so she's gotten all of that back, and she's back on track.
All right.
Able to stay at Samarkand. We just can't thank you enough. We love you and adore you.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Betty. We've never met, but I would certainly like to meet her in person when this whole pandemic is over. Now, one more note. We did try to contact LTCG for a comment, the company that did that assessment, but they did not respond to any of our emails or phone calls.